You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
All writers are prone to becoming so attached to our characters and stories that we struggle to see why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing to full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, shaping stories into masterpieces that can stand the test of time. Editing services are provided for all genres and all age categories. Services range from critiques of the short story through to line edits of the full-length novel and copy editing for those preparing for publication. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites, as well as help with those book blurbs and promotional material. We won't abandon you to the masses. We want to celebrate with you in your successes. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services and prices, visit us at blackwolfeditorial.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-610-9050. That's 800-610-9050. 800-610-9050.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it, there to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-7602 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-7602 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-7602. That's 1-800-516-7602. Again, 1-800-516-7602.
You are listening live to the Vito and Vito Show. Disrespectful to the executive branch.
I would remind you that extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice.
Don't sign the damn deal, and the president will...
Therefore, I do not believe that the majority can vote a man's life or property or freedom away from him.
And we're live here in the Vito and Vito Show. Yes, we are here, we are live, and we are here to bring you a show that is, it's going to be amazing, Vito. We got great guests lined up. So go ahead, Vito. Tell the good people at home what they're listening to.
Well, I'm Vito, and this is Vito. So let's start off with the right introduction like we've been doing for the last 2 years. Because we are bringing you the perspectives of two college-age millennial conservative libertarians at a liberal hellhole Brooklyn, New York, where we're committed to defending the principles of freedom, liberty, and individualism. We hold no punches on the show.
All right. Just want to let Vito know that the headphones that I was looking for are not located in this room.
Well, we'll get the headphones.
I hope you run, because we got 2 guests calling in tonight. Vito, who's calling in?
Well, I'll go get the headphones. You tell them who's calling.
There we go. All right. Way to go, Vito. Go. Yeah, Vito runs off right now to go get those headphones. We're going to have some great guests calling in here later this evening. We're going to have a good show for you, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we're going to talk about the absolute ridiculous rioting going on in Berkeley, California. Supposedly the birthplace. Well, supposedly it is the birthplace of free speech and the idea of, not birthplace of free speech. Let's try to rephrase that here. Berkeley used to be a place where the civil rights movement was taking off, where people who felt the injustices of society were protesting the right way. They weren't breaking things and storming things and killing people and burning things. They were marching. And that was a long time ago in the 1960s. Today, if what you've seen this past week, after Breitbart editor Milo Yiannopoulos was attacked, was berated, was told it's not a good idea for him to speak at Berkeley because his, quote, free speech is hate speech. Yeah, that's a real thing. They kicked him out of Berkeley by rioting and protesting. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're also going to talk about Donald Trump's new pick for the Supreme Court, Judge Gorsuch. We're going to talk about Donald Trump and this big rally in New York City. Yes. Huge rally in New York City. Vito and Vito will be there to speak along with other great conservative talk radio hosts. And we have 2 wonderful guests calling in just a bit. So as Vito runs off, there he goes, running far, far away. We're going to have a good show for you lined up here, ladies and gentlemen. Vito and Vito, we want to let you know right now, fighting hard to get the conservative message out. We are fighting hard on the college campuses, where Berkeley is pretty similar, if you think about it. We are fighting very hard to try to stop the demolition of ideas. Because, the problem is a lot of these students are protesting, yelling, screaming, rioting, when somebody disagrees with them. It's ridiculous, repulsive, anti-American what it is. There have been calls to strip Berkeley of its funds, its federal tax dollars that it receives and grants. And frankly, I do not disagree. There needs to be repercussions for what is going on, not only in California, but around the nation. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a heck of a fight. It's going to be something else. I have to say, here in the United States of America, what the good people, or the bad people, rioting don't understand, is that if I disagree with you, there's no need to go to violence. Yet people will continue to do these things day in and day out, and frankly, it is disgusting. Vito, who's calling into our show this evening?
We have Cindy Gross coming on later. That's the one I'm looking forward to with the Trump rally happening on Sunday. That we'll be speaking about. She organized a couple different rallies. She's an author. She's done so much, and definitely looking forward to that one. This Sunday, big Trump rally. There's so many rallies and riots, and you see this in Berkeley and everything going on against Trump. How about one that actually supports the president and support what he's doing? And that's why we're going. We have former Congressman Bob Turner going to go there. He's from New York City from a couple of years ago. We have, of course, Vito and myself will be speaking there. It's going to be great, a lot of fun. It's going to be great to show some support. And hopefully you can see it on TV, see what we're talking about, and see the support. We're going to get the numbers out there. and have the different young Republicans and the youth and the millennials out there to show support.
That's right. I guess we're going to go to commercial break right now. Get everyone on the line. We come back. We're going to be talking about Donald Trump, the rallies, and what the rioters mean, along with the Supreme Court pick, Mr. Gorsuch. Gorsuch? Am I saying that right? It's going to be a fun 4 years with this guy. We'll be right back here on the Vito and Vito Show.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel?
Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the California Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Fighting the Common Core standards? Need a powerful tool to help inform others on this harmful education initiative? You're covered with Common Ground on Common Core, the collection of essays by 20 top education experts and activists. Reviewers call it the best single resource on the topic. You can share it with literally anyone. Order your print or digital copy of Common Ground on Common Core today. Just visit resoundingbooks.org. That's resoundingbooks.org. And get $2 off when you tell them Vito and Vito sent you. Paid for by Resounding Books Pack.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ReadyPA.org, brought to you by ReadyPA, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
And we're back here on the Vito and Vito Show. We got a great guest lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have a good friend of ours, Cynthia Garrett, will be giving us a call. And I want you to hear this story. She's going to talk more about it. But this is such a shock right now. You want to talk about the snowflakes on college campuses. This is ridiculous. Did you know that a student got expelled for snuggling without consent, Vito?
With their girlfriend.
Yeah. Imagine this happened. So imagine this happened to your child. Purdue, the University of Purdue, kicks out an ROTC student after his girlfriend accuses him of snuggling without consent. Yeah. During the time these people dated, these two kids, the female student alleges that during several nights when they slept together, the male student groped and fondled the woman while she was sleeping without her consent. The complaint also states that he, quote, chased her down a hallway, threatening to taser her. He was never charged. Now, the other universities have done this as well. And it is absolutely, it is shocking that this is actually a thing on college campuses. Feminists are going to run away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And Cynthia will be giving us a call very soon to talk about it.
And if you remember, we spoke about this before, the California law that was going on over there on the West Coast, saying that you need explicit verbal permission to advance, do anything somewhat sexual with somebody. do you need to ask them?
You need a dating license.
This is stupid.
This is what we've come to.
Is it okay if I hold your hand?
I don't know. I mean, is it gentlemanly to do that anymore?
Well, how do you ask that?
Well, I don't even know.
Is it okay if I penetrate you now?
I mean,
like, talk about killing the mood.
Killing the mood? You pull out a contract or something? I mean, look, this is...
I need you to sign this before I get sued.
You know, this is a part of a bigger picture, though. This is like this anti-male bias that goes around college campuses. That's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, if you're a male...
It's stupidity.
If you're a male, this is the stuff you have to deal with. And they call it gender justice. Cynthia Garrett will be giving us a call soon.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get sexual harassment, kissing or touching or doing something extreme without consent. I get that. But when you're in a relationship, when you two are already consenting, when she's come back with you, when you're dating the person, right? When it's your girlfriend, when you apparently love somebody, you really need to go through all these little steps and verbally consent. Like, you have to, you have to record them. You have to sign something. I allow him to touch me while we're sleeping together. Really? Really? That's stupid. That is just plain stupid. And it's the feminists and these liberal colleges and states and legislators taking advantage. It's stupid.
It's beyond stupid.
How do you say, hey, Ma, I got a $1,000 fine for snuggling without consent, or I got arrested or kicked out of school for snuggling, cuddling without consent, because I rubbed my big toe against her ankle in bed? Really? It's a joke.
I mean, I'm still waiting for the day men, like that idea of masculinity comes back, because we realize that in today's society, it's not okay to be a male. If you're a masculine person, it's you're not allowed to be. You're criticized. You're attacked. And the more and more this continues to go on, the more and more shocking it is in a way, because, you know, that sort of masculine ideal that has been berated, even the feminine ideal, you know, a ladylike figure or a strong man, those things are completely thrown out the window in today's society on the pretense that, you know, gender is pretty much a chosen identity. You could, you know, it's how you feel. And look, I got no problem if anybody wants to dress up in a dress and walk around. I'm from New York City, for Christ's sakes. We've seen people do some crazy things that I don't even think you consider it gender. I mean, I don't know what it is. So I get it. But at the same time, what I don't get is why there's such an attack on everybody else for being different. For being a traditional man or a traditional woman. So it's a part of a bigger issue. And it's absolutely shocking. Now, Vito, I'm going to go ahead and try to get our friend Cynthia on the phone. Vito, I want to hear about this. This is a ridiculous proposal by Purdue.
Absolutely.
And I just want you to help us here for a bit, because you know, how do you stop this? How do you stop such a thing? How? It goes on and on and on. We see the monstrosity on college campuses. How do you stop it?
That's the biggest question. And you have the liberals taking advantage, like I said before. You have the feminists coming after. And the feminists, these modern-day feminists, are the most disgusting people in the world. I cannot stand feminism. I can't. And this is the, you know, the logical conclusion. This is the extreme. This is what the feminists are going towards. They're going forward with this, like the laws in California, and what we see what happening at Purdue. The more and more we see this, the less men can deal with, the less any person in general can actually deal with and is allowed to do. This is at the extreme of getting the government involved, getting the law involved, stopping everything you want to do, making things ridiculous and awkward.
How we doing? Cynthia Garrett, want to welcome you to the Vito and Vito show. How we doing, Cynthia? We want to talk about... You there? There we go. All right, Cynthia. So listen, we're talking about this article here. And about what's going on in Purdue. How an RT student was kicked out because his girlfriend accused him of snuggling without consent. So help us out here, Cynthia, because I'm just shocked. You're gonna have to explain the story for me in a simple way, because this is just it's getting more and more ridiculous to be a man in today's society. Oh my God. So he was expelled over. Let me get it straight. Over snuggling his girlfriend. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my God. You see, that's ridiculous. Why is there such a now? You see these cases a lot, Cynthia. So why is it that be honest with us here for a second? Men, it seems like it in a lot of these stories, and from what we read in the news and whatnot, and from modern day feminists, men seem to be attacked just for being men. They're not allowed to do anything traditionally anymore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's really what it's about. It's that it's a myth. It is what it is. They keep running around saying that women are victimized. We have the same thing from the Black Lives Matter folks. We have the same things from a lot of gay groups. Oh, we're victimized. We're being attacked. We're marginalized. But at the end of the day, we're all Americans with the same rights. So I don't see how anybody's being attacked or marginalized. But they live in their own bubble, like you said. And as college students, Vito and I, we go through this all the time. So not only do we have to defend ourselves, but we have to really defend the common man, because the common man is attacked. Probably, this caricature of what a man is or what he used to be is being attacked. So, Cynthia, let me ask you, why are you doing this? Like, why did you pick these fights to fight? Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. It just gets worse and worse, Cynthia. I'm telling you. Now, you're telling us here that the latest Republican Congress is trying to stop the Obama legacy of gender justice. Answer me this, Cynthia, before we let you go. What is gender justice in a quick sentence? And then tell us what the Republicans are trying to do to bring back sanity to college campuses. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. Go ahead, keep going. These people are crazy. Oh my God. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I tell you, it gets worse and worse. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for coming on the Vito and Vito show. We appreciate it, and we hope to have you back real soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that was our friend there, Cynthia. Cynthia Garrett here on the Vito and Vito show. It was a pleasure having her on, Vito.
That was interesting.
What crazy things go on these college games. I tell you, it is absolutely insane.
And we're still college students. We're still directly involved.
Mm-hmm.
This is our generation.
It gets worse and worse.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't. I've given up. I don't believe any of this anymore. Honestly, I just don't believe any of this anymore. We're going to break here on the Vito and Vito show. When we return, we'll talk about the Trump rally and why this president is going to be one of the great ones. Don't go anywhere. The Vito and Vito show.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org, brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel? Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the California Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Fighting the Common Core standards? Need a powerful tool to help inform others on this harmful education initiative? You're covered with Common Ground on Common Core, the collection of essays by 20 top education experts and activists. Reviewers call it the best single resource on the topic. You can share it with literally anyone. Order your print or digital copy of Common Ground on Common Core today. Just visit resoundingbooks.org. That's resoundingbooks.org. And get $2 off when you tell them Vito and Vito sent you. Paid for by Resounding Books Pack.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at readypa.org. Brought to you by ReadyPA, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
And we're back here on the Vito and Vito Show. Check out the website, www.vitoandvito.com. Give us a follow. At Vito and Vito Show, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're talking about right now. These Trump rallies, Vito. Big Trump rally in New York City Sunday. Tell the good people at home what it's about.
Absolutely. I cannot wait for the Sunday where Vito and I will also be speaking. Is going to have a big pro-Trump rally at Trump Tower here in Manhattan. It's New York City. You see all these anti-Trump rallies, protests, riots, whatever you want to call them. Like in Berkeley with people getting attacked. It's disgusting. It's time to show some support for our president, who the people voted in, and the people have a voice. I'm going to remind him that we support him. He's already been making big things happen, like the immigration ban over those couple different countries over the Middle East. That's sort of controversy, but he said he'll do it, and he's doing it. And we have to tell him that we support him. You do, because, right, wasn't the Uber CEO, I think it was, stepped down from the pressure?
Yeah.
Because people go over the immigration ban?
Because there's a massive fight right now. It's absolutely
right, because people
ridiculous.
are saying that he's fascist and racist. And,
Notice how the media spins it into a Muslim ban.
Yeah, it's not. This is actually the plan Senator Ted Cruz proposed a while ago. And I'm glad the president is doing something about it. So you have people backing down because of the backlash. We have to remind President Donald J. Trump that what he's doing is right and what's supposed to be done. And that's what he said he'll do, and that's what he's doing. We have to keep showing support. So we'll be in the city on Sunday at 12 o'clock. For anyone in the tri-state area or wants to come by, Trump Tower this Sunday at 12 o'clock. Don't worry, you'll be home before the Super Bowl. Don't worry, because I got money on the game. So we'll...
I don't think you're allowed to say that. Are you allowed to say that? I got money on the game?
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Relax.
I'll say that to the Attorney General listening. If he listens. What does it think if they do?
Well, he's our friend.
Who? The Attorney General?
He is on our side.
I think like the Attorney General of New York, you know.
Oh, no. No.
No, Mr. Schneiderman
It's
is
a
his
joke.
name. Eric
Relax.
Schneiderman,
Out
yeah.
of all these jokes,
Yeah, well,
actually.
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Well, speaking about jokes, we've been getting attacked on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, disgusting slurs.
How bad is it?
I like when they bring in the racial stuff. And all these slurs, everything for Italians, because we're obviously Italian.
Really? They,
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even look. I don't even care.
No, I take care of all that fun stuff. And
wow.
They're hypocrites, and it's so much fun just being on Twitter, which you should give us a follow at Vito and Vito Show. We have thousands of followers. We love the support and everything. It's just been so great. Obviously, we have a lot more support in these conservatives online than we do the liberals attacking us. So the support is great, but it's always fun to see them.
Give us your best insult that you've heard on Twitter.
Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to say it on here.
You're probably better off. All right, so let's welcome to the show, Vito.
Cindy, with the rally for Sunday.
The Trump rally for Sunday. Our friend Cindy. Cindy, welcome to the Vito and Vito Show.
Thank you for having me, and I'm very excited to be here with you guys because, you know, you guys represent the future of this country, and when I hear such patriotic enthusiasm from people like you, it makes me more energized and more determined to make Sunday a success.
Hey, I tell you, just me and you right now having this conversation, Cindy. And we've spoken earlier this week, but even the enthusiasm I've seen online, it is unbelievable. So we asked the people at home, help the fight for us. You know what I mean? Help our future out. This is about your children's future, our future. This is about the America that you guys grew up in, and we kind of want to taste just a little bit of that, if not the whole thing. So, Cindy, tell us, what is this rally about in support of the president?
This is actually historic. This is the actual very first pro-support your President Donald J. Trump gathering. This is the first gathering we've had to support him since he actually took the oath of office and was sworn in as president. This is going to be taking place exactly 12 o'clock sharp till 2 on this Sunday, February 5th. So there is no excuse about Super Bowls. And we are gathering by 55th Street and 5th Avenue, right near Trump Tower. We have over 60 groups signed up from the tri-state area.
Wow.
Many of them are coming in groups, and they're sending out emails, and they're joining in groups. We are asking each participant to bring flags. There will be nothing more patriotic and beautiful than having a wave of red, white, and blue, stars and stripes, in front of the home of our president, Donald J. Trump.
Wow. That is amazing. Cindy, that is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is a historic thing. Vito and I will be there. We're going to be speaking there. We got other great conservative radio hosts there as well. Other great conservative activists are going to be there. Tell us this here, Cindy. We saw what went down in Berkeley this past week. We saw the horror that of Milo Yiannopoulos, how he was chased out just for having a different opinion by radical leftists. So tell us here, Cindy, are we going to be safe there? Because the last thing I need is to be chased around by a radical leftist. You say it's going to be a big gathering. I hope it's going to be a safe gathering and one that's going to be just full of energy and
we
enthusiasm.
We have our permits. We have our police. We are actually going to have the chairman of the Queens GOP, former Congressman Bob Turner, is one of our featured speakers. We have multiple national leaders from national Latino groups, African American groups, Asian American groups, Jews Choose Trump. But I'm going to tell you something since you brought up the whole situation with the college campuses. My original activism, which started less than 2 years ago, is as a pro-Israel activist, and my second area of expertise is of education activism. And I can tell you, this is not something that started because of Donald Trump. The Common Core curriculum is filled with bias and hatred and distorted and actual lies. I can give you examples throughout history of lies about Jews, about blacks. There are textbooks and handouts given out in elementary schools saying that African Americans came to compensation, or that Malcolm X and Che Guevara are heroes in America. And it's that kind of distortion that's allowed to go on because they are funded by people like George Soros that encourages this hate. And then further taken with the whole boycott, divest, and sanction anti-Israel movement, which is another whole well. So this is well, documented how this is going on, and it's allowed because these kids are indoctrinated to kindergarten. The people that are teaching are using teachers' guides, professional developments that are biased. There is too much opinion where there should be facts from all kinds of groups. And thank God we have somebody like a Donald J. Trump who is looking for school choice, not only just for charters or for private schools, but to improve public schools, to work with failing inner city schools, where they are suffering so much, where so much money is being spent per child. So this is going to happen as long as we ignore the situation. But eventually, if things go the way they plan, something positive will happen, and your futures will be better.
Well, that's what we hope for, because as time and time goes on, a lot of people, especially after 8 years of an Obama presidency, I mean, it's enough to make people lose hope. It's enough for people to make them give up on the promise of America. We just look. I've seen something the other day. A survey that said over 50% of college millennial students do not like capitalism. They don't want capitalism. We're talking about. We're not talking about a radical idea. We're talking about one of the fundamental building blocks of the United States, capitalism. They do not like it. They rather have socialism. We see the wave of support for Bernie Sanders amongst young college students. We see what's going on in Berkeley. We see the safe spaces. We see the nonsense going around the world. And that, frankly, it should scare everybody right out of their boots. And a rally like this that calls attention to the problems around the world and the country is something that really is a godsend. Cindy, you are doing a fantastic service to the people. And you know, you're also giving a voice to the middleman, to the silent man and woman who have been neglected in Washington for years. Finally, we could all stand up and we could go someplace and we could cheer on the president and let him see our support. You think he's going to see us down there? Like, do you think he'll turn on the TV and he'll be like, there we go? That's the support that I want, because that's what I want to see.
Well, I want to tell you something, how this whole came about. I was at a party last Sunday night, and I came home to watch the SAG Awards, and I was listening to all the lectures, and I happen to be somebody, because I have a radio show, I do write, and I love Hollywood. I'm supposed to go out pre-Oscars to L.A. I'm involved in New York Fashion Week, and I'm saying, I don't want to get stuck in L.A. with all these protests. I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to have this. So I put it a line on my Facebook page. P.S. Within 24 hours, I had this going. I called up Diane Atkins, who's a grassroots activist. Please help me out. I called up people like Julio Rivera, who you know, Sue M. Penna, who's very well known in New Jersey politics. They are my New Jersey co-chairs. Diane is helping me as a co-chair in New York. And through perseverance and hard work, I was able to get a lot of my friends to help me out, a lot of total strangers. People want this around the country. You go, girl. Enough is enough. And hopefully, even between now and Sunday morning, as word is getting out more and more, we are getting more and more calls, requests to come on the panel, requests to walk into, shake hands with people, grassroots style, just to be a part of this. People are so excited with the idea of everybody is being asked to bring a flag so that we show red, white, and blue stars and stripes pride right in front of Trump Tower. People are coming here to socialize. They're having their pre-Super Bowl game parties at Trump Tower in celebration, joining friends, catching up. I had a bunch of girls contact me from Pennsylvania. They're coming in. They're so supportive.
Amazing.
I've been asked to run national simultaneous events for this. So this is going to grow and grow and grow because people are tired and fed up. They don't want to be lectured to by hypocrites who have guns, who have security, who have private jets, and who really don't care about the average person who is suffering. You talk about college kids who really are lost. Why do they want socialism? Because they're coming out of colleges with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and can't even get a job.
I tell you, it scares us, but what you're doing, Cindy, is absolutely amazing. We are proud to stand with you. We really are, because you are inspirational, you are life-changing, and we stand with you 110%. Anybody that is going to help stand up for our future, we're going to help stand with them. Cindy, where can we find more about the rally? Where can we follow you? And where can we learn more about yourself and what you do?
Okay, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Twitter. Cindy's Corners, CINDYSCORNERS. I wrote a book, Rubber Room Romance. It's the first book of its kind. It is a fictional novel about life in the public school system. You could also find me on Cindy's Corners radio show, which right now is on hiatus, about to be revamped. And I write for multiple media outlets. So I am out there. I am around. I am a proud American, a proud pro-Israel activist, a proud education activist. And I am proud to be the originator of the first of hopefully many successful pro-Trump events. You know, a few years ago, Governor Cuomo said Republicans weren't allowed or weren't welcome in New York. Well, Governor Cuomo, we are having many people who are running for office in 2017 at this rally on Sunday. And we are telling you from New Jersey, from Connecticut, from New York especially, from the 5 boroughs, we are welcome here. You're not. We are tired of the corruption. We are tired of the high cost of living and the disruption that goes on in our daily lives. you can't even drive the streets of New York anymore
Mm-hmm.
from the way the Democrats have run it.
Absolutely.
We are tired of the fake tears of Chuck Schumer this week. The only tears those were, he wasn't invited to speak at my rally Sunday.
There you go. As long as Schumer's not going to be there, I'll go. I'm just saying. Schumer's a deal breaker for me. If he's there, I'm not going.
Gillibrand is no bargain either.
There we go. All right, so keep them all out of there. I want a real patriotic rally. Thank you so much, Cindy. We appreciate you for coming on. Check out Cindy's quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell everybody,
Go ahead.
Quickly again, it's the Support Our President Donald Trump rally, 12 to noon, sharp, 55th Street and 5th Avenue. Bring all of your friends. Make it fun. We're going to have a good time. You're going to meet a lot of people just like you. You're going to feel very comfortable, and it's going to encourage you to speak out and say, I am a proud American. I am a proud New Yorker. I'm a proud New Jerseyer. I'm a proud patriot. And my president is Donald J. Trump. He was elected fair and square. He deserves my respect, and he deserves our respect as a country and a chance to work peacefully and successfully.
That's right. Sing it, sister. That's what we want to hear. Thanks so much, Cindy, for coming on the Vito and Vito show.
Have a great night. Great talking to you guys.
Great talking to you,
I look
too.
forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Absolutely. We cannot wait to see you there as well. Thanks, Cindy, for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
And there she is, Cindy Gorsuch. Find out more about the rally, Trump rally, New York City, Sunday, February 2nd. Be there. If you're in the tri-state area, be there 12 to 3. Follow us at Vito and Vito Show at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't go anywhere. Forget About It Moments coming up here on the Vito and Vito Show.
Who might you save?
Your mother, your father, your husband, uncle, aunt, son.
Learn FAST, F-A-S-T, the sudden signs of a stroke, and you could save.
Your friend, teacher, boss.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. F-A-S-T. That's F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in the recovery of
your neighbor, the waiter, grandmother, grandfather.
So learn FAST, the sudden signs of a stroke, then pass it on, because you never know who might save you.
Your wife, your colleague.
Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel? Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the California Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Fighting the Common Core standards? Need a powerful tool to help inform others on this harmful education initiative? You're covered with Common Ground on Common Core, the collection of essays by 20 top education experts and activists. Reviewers call it the best single resource on the topic. You can share it with literally anyone. Order your print or digital copy of Common Ground on Common Core today. Just visit resoundingbooks.org. That's resoundingbooks.org. And get $2 off when you tell them Vito and Vito sent you. Paid for by Resounding Books Pack.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ReadyPA.org. Brought to you by ReadyPA, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Back here on the Vito and Vito Show. Check out the website, www.vitoandvito.com. Give us a follow, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Vito and Vito Show. We didn't really get a chance, Vito, to talk about it so much. We had a great show packed up here. But let's also go ahead and move on and talk about Donald Trump. I want to get this out of the way. Neil Gorsuch, what do you think?
I like him.
I love him, too.
That's right. He has had such great support last couple of days.
Yeah.
From
Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz called him a home run.
Ted Cruz, I think Mitch McConnell.
If Mitch McConnell gave him the seal of endorsement, I can't stand him. But, in this instance, the enemy of my enemy.
Well, they all like him. Except
no,
for
that's
the
good.
liberals.
Well, I don't care about them.
That's always good.
I really don't care about them. Did you see the Donald Trump Muslim? See, I'm caught into the leftist spin again. I'm just caught in it.
You mean the President Trump?
The common sense immigration ban, yeah.
You mean the one Ted Cruz came up with?
Yeah, I guess so.
Great.
If you want to give that guy some credit. Lying Ted. No, I'm joking. I love Ted. But I'm just saying, like I said, Trump has some cool sayings. Lying Ted, Little Marco, Low Energy Jeb.
Okay.
Let's not forget, that was the greatest campaign season of my entire life. Okay? And even though I was on the Cruz bandwagon up until he dropped out.
It was the Trump bandwagon.
Not really a
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to call it the Cruz crew?
No, because you walked in one day, you're like, I love Trump so much.
Well, I always admired Trump. I never really spoke bad about him.
No, I mean, always critical.
But, well, he always going to be critical. He wasn't Ted Cruz. I still think Ted would have been the greatest president of this entire country's history.
Yeah.
But Donald is coming in a close second, and at this point he might even,
So far, so good.
So far, so good. He's been amazing as president of the United States. I'm so happy I voted for this man.
So far, so good.
And I said before, Donald Trump banning immigrants from terror-prone parts of the world is probably a very smart idea, and it is a smart idea. And I'm proud the president has stepped forward and wants to do something about this, and I'm happy he's actually making a change. So God bless the president of the United States, and I hope he continues to fight and continues to make these people really see what they have to deal with. And screw the left. Enough of this Muslim ban nonsense. Syrian refugees, we all know the saying. If I give you a bowl of M&Ms and 3 of them are poisoned, you eat the M&Ms. Why would I even put my hand near that bowl? Think about it.
Well,
why?
They are M&Ms.
Same logic goes to Syrian refugees, and it's only for 120 days, the ban on Syrian refugees. So stop with the nonsense. And it's to enforce stricter vetting processes unless the Congress acts. So enough of the nonsense already. But I'm very happy the President of the United States is actually following through on his word, and I hope the Republican Congress, follows through. Time of the week again. Forget about it. Moments of the week.
Forget about it?
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Oh, forget about it.
That's right. Forget about it. Moments of the week here on the Vito and Vito Show. Let my co-host explain to you what this is. Tell the good people what it is. Explain
This
it.
is usually your part. You like to jump in here.
Yeah, I really do. But this is Why don't you explain?
Let's see what you like. It's like, is that moment when you see something on the news, you're like, oh, that's crazy. Forget about it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's your little spiel.
That's my little spiel. Go ahead. What do you got?
That's what you do. Ready for this? The comedian, if you want to call her that, Sarah Silverman.
Oh, I can't stand.
Ready for this? She tweeted, she said, "Wake up and join the resistance. Once the military is with us, fascists get overthrown. Mad King and his handlers go bye-bye." So she's calling for military involvement to overthrow President Trump.
I think over 90% of the United States military supports Donald Trump. Because we know, over 90% of them did not support the president, Obama. But I know. You speak to any military member. For the most part, they're going to tell you they love Trump. Because at the end of the day, who's going to protect veterans? Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump? No brainer. No brainer. Trump was the only one that actually spoke to veterans. And now Sarah Silverman, who is not funny, attractive, anything. She's going to come around and she's going to try to pull support from the military away from Donald Trump and into resistance. These people will stop at nothing. They will say anything to draw attention to themselves. Disgust me. What else you got?
Well, check this out. Now, Hugh Hefner.
Oh, I love him.
Yes.
That guy's an idol.
Playboy boss, your idol. Do you know how many women he slept with in his life?
No, tell me.
About
Wait, let's play a game.
If you get it right, you get one of the women.
Okay. I'm going to go with... It's going to sound crazy. 500.
Nope.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Wow. 700.
Higher.
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 women?
About 1,000 women.
Wow.
Now, apparently...
Awesome.
Apparently, that's been topped.
By who?
In England, a 79-year-old man apparently claims he slept with over 2,000 women. 2,084.
Who? Mick Jagger?
No, which I guarantee he's up there. I guarantee. But this guy, Lothario Chris Culleton. So I guess if you're not a celebrity,
You have a picture?
nah, he's an old guy. He's old now. But a
Nah,
2,084 partner is
come
the
on.
equivalent. If he started at 16 years old, that's 33 a year. 33 girls. Right?
Man, there's people that struggle just to get
And
one.
he met many of these women were working as a music promoters. That's over
hold on.
2,000 women. Now,
Okay. They were drunk and high back in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
that doesn't matter. They all were. Really?
So he's
I
probably...
would say 50% of the people you meet today are either drunk or high.
Duh. You don't think any of that? You know, that guy, he was aided. He got help.
How, by drugs and alcohol?
Of course.
Oh,
Especially
everybody's aided like that.
the free love scene. He had to deal with these ridiculous laws in the books right now.
Really?
Where if you look at a woman a certain way, it's considered
And what
rape by
about
modern-day
Mick Jagger?
feminists.
Mick Jagger has definitely broke 1,000. Why? Because he's famous?
No, I mean, Jagger had that Jagger thing, you know?
The Jagger thing.
He was lead singer of the Rolling Stones. He had that appeal to him.
Yeah,
Hugh
sure.
Hefner, over 1,000 women. That's cool. That's still nothing to bark at.
He's also paid. He's rich. He has a Playboy mansion.
Well, he started Playboy.
Yeah. Which
So?
apparently, did you hear Playboy? They're not doing nudes.
Yeah, where you been?
This is ridiculous.
I know.
What? That's stupid. That's like Starbucks saying they're not going to sell coffee. Okay? It's like Jiffy Lube not selling lube. That's stupid.
Oh, you got a point there.
Okay, what if my internet goes down? Or whatever, we're not talking about this.
Yeah, I know.
It's a shame. That is an American tragedy.
I'm
Anyway.
still a fan of Hugh. And,
Yeah, no, I like him.
You know, 1,000 women, he should
You know,
be
he had,
proud of himself.
That guy, that he died, there was a hoax, right? The whole.
There's always Hugh Hefner hoax that
Yeah,
he's
there's
dead or
always-
whatever. Yeah, but he's still kicking.
Yeah, he's not stiff yet.
Ah, hold on, wait for it. Oh! That's what we want to hear. A little soundboard here.
And ready for this one?
Yeah.
Now we know the Rolling Stones are what 1,000 years old.
Nah.
Well, they're 73 and
Being
they're still
generous.
making music, right?
Yeah.
But British singer Vera Lynn is releasing a new album, and she's 100 years old. That's the oldest person to ever release an album. So I thought it was pretty cool. She's 100 years old on her birthday. 100th birthday, she's releasing the album.
Hey, happy birthday to Ayn Rand, by the way.
Yes.
February 2nd. Happy birthday, Ayn.
And yesterday
One of the
was
greatest philosophers ever.
Yesterday was Rick James's birthday.
One of the greatest super freaks ever.
And today's also Chris Kyle Day.
Ah.
Yes.
Chris Kyle. Yes, an American hero.
Yes.
So
a great
goes out to
day.
him.
And actually, February 6th is what, a Monday?
Mm-hmm.
We won't be having a show on a Monday because we do on Thursday nights. But February 6th is our 3-year anniversary for a show.
Wow, 3 years been doing this.
Is it 3?
Yeah, I think so.
No, 4. What are you talking about?
No, it can't be 4.
Yeah, 2014, 15, 16. This is 2017, Vito.
Wow.
4 years.
I'm not very sentimental.
They grow up so quick.
Yeah, look at that.
4 years, can you believe that?
That's
I've been
crazy.
stuck next to you with this freaking microphone.
I know. Having a good time.
Yeah.
We should do like a history of like our greatest hits or something.
Right, a little montage.
Yeah, like Vito and Vito's greatest hits, some of our greatest interviews, or something along those lines.
So let's go through all the tapes.
Yeah, we should. You know, throw up some old clips.
What was your favorite moment since the show started?
On the Vito and Vito show?
Yeah.
Interviewing
That's what we're talking about.
former presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann.
Why, because you hit on her?
Maybe.
You thought you had a chance?
We had a good time. I want to check out this Trump rally. Trump rally in New York City, 12-3 at Trump Tower. Search it up if you're in the tri-state area and get down there. Bring an American flag. Start waving it around. We are here to support the President of the United States. He is my president. He is my president. And we want you celebrating and cheering on with us. Don't go anywhere, Vito and Vito Show. Or go anywhere. We'll see you next week here on the Vito and Vito Show in Brooklyn.
It's nothing but the truth.